we're here again in the office of the Always Believe House. Oh, today we're going to do your homework over parallel and perpendicular lines. Oh, and I'm not going to eat all these Oreo cookies for you, but I am going to do some of them. So let's get going, and a magical whiteboard appears in the Always Believe room. Oh, or the office of the Always Believe House. Let's go, and I've already circled the ones I'm going to do for you. So let's go to number 2. We want a line that goes to the given point and is parallel, and we're going to write all these equations as mx plus b. On your STAR test, they may want slope, or slope intercept, they may want point slope, or they may want standard. They may want any of those three, so you got to be able to write all three. That's why we are teaching you to put it into point slope and switch it. That way you can get to all three equations. Okay, so on this one right here, this is our slope in it. So our slope is -1/4, and I want a parallel slope to that, right? So the slope will not change, will it? So this is my m, this is my x, this is my y. We're going to plug it into point slope and switch it. So I'm going to have y, the opposite of +6 is -6, equals -1/4 parentheses, x, the opposite of -8 is a +8. Now then I have a fraction, don't I? If I have a fraction, I'm going to bluebell truck the denominator. We are going to distribute the denominator away. So the opposite of divide by 4 is multiply by 4, and I'm going to multiply every term by 4. Now then I'm going to multiply the y and the 6 by 4, so I'm going to get 4y minus 24 equals, these 4's cancel out to 1, 4 divided by 4 is 1, and the -1 is going to get bluebell truck to the x and the 8. So I'm going to distribute the -1. So -1 times x is -x, -1 times 8 is a -8, and I want to make this y equal mx plus b. So the next step is to move over that 24, right? I'm going to add 24 to both sides, and I'll get 4y equals -x. -8 plus 24 is a positive 16. If you can figure that out real quick, thank your 6th grade math teacher. Now then the last step is to divide by 4. And I'm going to divide by 4 3 times, aren't I? That is going to give me y equals -1/4x. Remember, there's a 1 in front of that x, right? Plus 4. That's my new equation. Notice my old equation is right here. Okay, so the -1/4x is the same, but the y-intercept went from 5 to 4, didn't it? So I have two parallel lines. One goes through 5 and one goes through 4 on the y-axis. Oh, let's go to number 4. Now then, to do this one, this wasn't in your notes, so you got to think about this. Draw an xy axis and put x and y on it so you know. Now then, we are going to draw the line y equal 2, and it's going to look like this, right? So a y equal line is flat. Remember, the y-axis is vertical, but a y equal line's flat. I want a parallel line to that line, so it's going to stay flat in it. And a flat line is y equal. So over the ordered pair, put x and y. Okay, if I want a flat line, I'm going to use a y equal. If I want a vertical line, I'm going to use the x equal. So my two answers can either be x equal -3 or y equal 4. This one's going to be y equal 4. To illustrate that, let's graph 3, -3, 4. So I'm going to go left 3 and then up 4, right? And I'm going to put a dot right here. I want the line to go through that dot and be parallel to my red line. So the new line will be y equal 4, wouldn't it? If I were to draw a vertical line, it would be x equal -3. So my answer would be y equal 4. Notice both of these lines have a slope of 0, but one of them goes to the y-axis at 2, and one of them goes to the y-axis at 4. Let's go to number 6. Oh, this is F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. On this one right here, we want it perpendicular, and we're going to write it in slope intercept, okay? So let's write down our slope. Our slope is -1/4. We want to change it, and we want it to be perpendicular, don't we? So we're going to flip the 1/4 to 4 and change the negative to positive, right? So I'm just going to put positive 4/1 or just 4, right? So that's my new m. I'm going to label my x and y. Now that I'm going to do point slope and switch it to mx plus b. So y, the opposite of +6 is -6, equals My slope is 4, parentheses, x. The opposite of negative 8 is a plus 8. Now then, there's no fraction here, so this is pretty simple. I'm going to distribute the 4, and I'm going to get y minus 6 equals 4x plus 32. Ho, 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 ho. Now then, let's move this 6 across. We're going to add 6 to both sides, and we're going to get y equals 4x plus 38. That's the perpendicular line. Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Now then, let's go to number 8. Oh, same thing again. Draw an XY axis. Okay, X and Y. And then draw the line Y equal 2. So 1, 2, I have this line right here. That's Y equal 2 in it. Now then, let's plot the point, negative 3, comma 4. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 3, comma 4 is here. I want a perpendicular line to Y equal 2. So the line won't be horizontal, it will be vertical, right? And notice, it won't go through the y-axis, it will go through the x-axis. So above your point, put an x and y. The two possible answers are x equal negative 3 and y equal 4. If I put the y equal 4, the lines will be parallel. If I put the x equal negative 3, the lines will be perpendicular. So the answer is going to be x equal negative 3. And if you look at the picture, the line crosses the x-axis at negative 3, doesn't it? Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. Now then, let's go to number 11. Okay? Determine whether the equations of the graph are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So if it's parallel, the slopes are the same. Perpendicular, opposite reciprocals. Neither is going to be, it doesn't fit in either of those categories. So let's go to number 11. Okay, really quickly. The slope of a y-equal line is 0, and the slope of an x-equal line is undefined in it. Those are not opposite reciprocals, but we should know that a y-equal line is like this and an x-equal line is like this in it. These two lines will be perpendicular, won't they? Okay, even though the slopes are not opposite reciprocals, an x-equal line and a y-equal line are perpendicular, okay? Go to number 12. Okay, this one's an mx plus b, so let's write m equals negative 6, and we got to switch this one. So let's move over the x. So we're going to add x to both sides, and we'll get 6y equals x plus 12, then divide by 6, and I'm going to get y equals 1 over 6x plus 2. So this slope is equal to 1 over 6. What do we know about negative 6 over 1 and 1 over 6? They are opposite what? Reciprocals, so these lines would be perpendicular, right? If the slopes were the same, I would put a parallel symbol, right? Remember, you could use the symbols if you don't want to write out those words. And let's go to 14. Okay, determine whether the statement is always, sometimes, or never true, okay? The slopes of vertical and horizontal lines are negative reciprocals. The slope of a vertical line, remember, I just wrote this, is undefined. The slope of a horizontal line is 0. They're not negative reciprocals, but they are perpendicular, right? So this right here would be never, wouldn't it? Even though they're perpendicular, they are not opposite reciprocals. Okay, go, and you should be able to answer the rest of these, okay? You should be able to answer. These are really good questions, okay? They make you think. And I'm not going to do that for you. I want you to do the thinking. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy this. This is going to be the best part of your day. Oh, the Oreo cookie of your day. Oh, remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things. And you are awesome.